I'm Michael Rosen, and I hope you get to see my house of memories. There are rooms in the house, and each room is another memory. I hope you'll get to make a house of memories, and each one of the rooms will have one of your memories in it, and you can write some poems and stories just like I did.
Barbican Box is a collaborative project between schools, artists, the Box Curator and the Barbican Centre. This year's Barbican Box is our second collaboration with Michael Rosen. So we invited Michael Rosen to curate this year's box, and he selected the theme of the House of Memories based on work he's been researching around his own family history. He's been writing about this for adults, and he decided to adapt this theme for children and write specially commissioned poems for the box. The box is designed by Tina Bicat. We've been working with 8 classes across 4 schools from different boroughs around London. We're really excited to see the work that they've been creating. They'll bring this work back to the Barbican, where all the schools will meet together and meet Michael Rosen and show him the work they've created.
This is the third thing I've done with the Barbican, the third Barbican Box, and the second one I've done with Michael Rosen. We thought of a house, because it all happens in a house in the end, that the family happens somewhere where everybody lives together, and it is about family. This particular box, I had this feeling, a nostalgic melancholy, and the idea that all these ancestors on your head at the top of the box are leading to these ideas of freshness and newness that the children have, inspired by the poems that they read. And I wanted the box to feel like that. My hope is that before they open the box, they'll open the door and look through the door, all of them, and see that there's something in there that they don't understand yet, but they will when they open the box. So I hope the teachers open the door first and let them all peek through.
So we're really excited to be part of the Barbican Box project. It's really important for us at George Tomlinson School to have creativity in our curriculum, and this is a brilliant way of making sure that the children are inspired and engaged in their learning. The children all know Michael Rosen as an author, which is, it helps them to be more involved in the project. They like the idea of the memories and looking back on memories and how they can help us to create our own poems and our own stories.
If I had a volcano bag, I would put a flower that I could help remember my home by.
I will take my family pictures because in case anything happens to them, and I'll take my baby pictures because I want my childhood to come to life.
I would take my first ever coin that I achieved so I could memorise my first time I got rewarded.
Yeah, so it's the first time our school has worked with the Barbican Box. I was really excited about meeting Michael Rosen. The training course was really useful, really inspiring. The Barbican Box itself has been really inspiring and kind of opened up lots of questions about identity and family, and they're really excited.
So today we were doing art. Colouring white, the whitest thing in our photographs of our family. My favourite part was when we shared our memories.
You can smell the salty sea.
It is my first time working with the Barbican as a whole, and Barbican Box as well, which is very special for my class. We've explored it travelling and using volcano bags as a story for my class in particular. They've explored a lot of different avenues with art. They've done more painting, they've made a suitcase and understood that was part of their project and all the writing that they did beforehand.
And it's brilliant to be doing a project with the Barbican. It's so well supported and it's so interesting and has such wonderful source material, taking inspiration from Michael Rosen's book and his poetry, which is absolutely brilliant and such a joy to work with.
So I've been brought in to work in response with the teachers in the classes and with the students to try and create a visual response to the box in some way and the writings. It's so rich, the content of the box. I just love this project. It's so inspiring. Most of it's to do with family in some way. So we're looking with the children at taking photographs, we're looking at photo albums and stories to do with their families.
Our own volcano bags. I would put my favourite plushie, Pippi, some pants, obviously, so at least I had something to wear.
I would put my necklace that I first have. I think it's special because I'll never leave it if there was an earthquake, and I'll just take it because I like it.
From a personal point of view, I found that the art lessons are quite inspiring because they're learning different techniques in art that we probably wouldn't be using in school.
The children were excited that it was to do with Michael Rosen, his work and his life, because they're familiar with him and they're familiar with his stories. So the opportunity for them to take something that they're familiar with but then make it meaningful for themselves to create their own final project has been really exciting for them. Most importantly, the children are just excited to have some ownership of the work that they're doing in the class, and the Barbican has really inspired them to have that opportunity.
The experience has been brilliant. From the very first training session, the CPD with Michael Rosen was amazing. Opening the box for the children to see was just fantastic. Magical even, I would say. You open it up and it was just gasps of wow. And then listening to all of the stories of Michael's memories, it engaged the children from the very first moment. Yeah, I'm just so pleased that we can keep the box as well. I can see that there's going to be a real legacy for this project. It's going to continue, for years to come.
In my volcano bag, I would put a lollipop, my grandpa, an old toy, a dinosaur, the whole of 2015, a great year, and memories.
This is the Barbican box, and I like it because there's a story about Michael Rosen's dad and his Uncle Sam. And the chimney torch! Isn't that magical? Wow!
Michael Rosen, please put your hands together.
Hands on your heart, feel the rhythm inside. Hands on your heart, feel the rhythm inside.
We're here to tell you about our experience with the Barbican box, the box that was created to represent Michael Rosen's life.